this is the first of the 13 things. Here's something we're going to show you.
The moment you've all been waiting for, our grand reveal. Take over this year's Tram. The one, the only, Art the Clown!
Hey, credit where credit is due. The whole reason that we even knew about art back in the day was you guys. Yeah. From the minute, the first movie came out, people were coming up to me in the park and saying, Art the Clown, Art the Clown, Art the Clown. Last year, we brought it to life as a house, right? And we brought it to life in the park in places you least expected. Like the retail store, sorry about that retail. Food establishments, sorry about that food. So we wanted art to be part of our event this year. But we wanted to make it something new, something different, something you guys have never seen before. So we decided to have art take over Tram. And I don't even know if it was my idea. I can't even remember back that far. But as soon as it was mentioned, I was like, yes! Art should be on Tram! This is great! And then I panicked. And it's what I would now refer to in my career as the Exorcist panic. You guys know what I'm talking about? So I chased the rights for The Exorcist for like a decade, and when we finally got them, I was so psyched, and then I went, oh my God. It's a movie about an 11-year-old girl that never gets out of bed. But we figured it out. And I had that same panic with art. Why? Because we always start Tram with a video that we create, right? That kind of introduces the story to y'all. And then a realization hit me. He doesn't talk. He never talks. Damien multiple times has reminded me that he never talks. So we had to get creative. So, all right, I don't know how many of you are as old as I am. Probably not that many. But when I was a kid, we used to have booking records. Do you guys remember what I'm talking about? Still ingrained in my brain from childhood, I still remember the G.I. Joe booking records that I had as a kid, somewhere in the Egyptian desert. The adventure team vehicle rolls on, old Mike frantically tries to contact Joe. I mean, I could recite that whole booking record. I won't, but I could. And what booking records always have, right? They always have that sound, that iconic sound, every day is Artemis, an Art the Clown booking record. When you hear this sound, what kind of sound should we have for art? How about we make this an audience participation thing? Because I'm going to tell you the whole damn story, right? I'm going to take you through the video and what we're doing with this. And every time I go like this, I want you to scream your head off as loud as you possibly can scream, okay? Can we do this? Let's try it. An Art the Clown booking record. When you hear this sound, turn the page. So it's time for a short story. So I think about this kind of like, I grew up with the Rankin and Bass Christmas specials, like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Santa Claus is coming to town. So I'm going to read the narration. It's not me. I'm not doing it for the actual video, but I'll substitute for us. And it starts like this. Art the Clown loves Christmas. Art the Clown loves Christmas a lot. See Art dressed in a Santa suit he stole from an old man at a bar. See Art wearing a Santa beard that he ripped off the old man's face. Art loves his Santa suit. Art loves his Santa beard. Because Art the Clown loves Christmas a lot. Art even brought a special Christmas present to give to the tour guide and all his friends on the Universal Choo Choo Tram. But the silly tour guide tells Art, it's not Christmas yet. Art is too early. You're a little weak on that. Let's try that again. This makes Art sad. This makes Art mad. Loves Christmas a lot. Art decides the tour guide and his friends on the choo-choo tram don't deserve his special Christmas present because they are naughty. Art will put them on his naughty list. Art will make his own Christmas. Art will make his own Christmas on the Universal backlot, the place where the choo-choo tram is going. And all Art's naughty friends on the Universal choo-choo tram will be sorry that they didn't let Art have his Christmas. They will be really sorry. See them run. See them scream. Because Art the Clown loves Christmas. Art the Clown loves Christmas a lot. All right. So, all of that artwork was done by our very own Lucas Colshaw. He does all our character illustrations. Give it up for Lucas Colshaw. So, when you get on the tram, the tour guide's going to warn you, like, hey, you guys hate how, and let's just ask you guys this question. Do you hate how every year it seems like Christmas comes earlier and earlier? I mean, it's not even like Halloween and they're already stacking all of the Christmas decorations. They've moved out the Halloween stuff. You have to listen to All I Want Is for Christmas Is You like 24/7 on the radio. Well, there's one guy at Universal who loves Christmas so much that he wants every day to be Christmas. And then we reveal Art, and he's fully decked out in his Santa Claus suit. He's sitting at his table in his cozy little living room with his hot cocoa and his Christmas cookies, and he's bought this present, and he wants to give it to you guys. Except when he opens it up and he pulls it out, it's the freakiest doll you've ever seen in your entire life. And the tour guide has to break it to Art and say, Art, you know, I'm sorry, you're just too early for Christmas. And as the video says, this makes Art sad, this makes Art mad. He grabs his snow globe off the table and he shakes it furiously into the camera, and we do this beautiful snowflake dissolve into the storybook that I just took you through. And then when we come out of it, Art is just seething. He is pissed. And he's holding the baby doll, and he's gesturing to all of you, and he's doing the cutthroat gesture, and then he rips the head off the baby doll and drinks its blood. And when the tram pulls up, he's waiting for you. He's standing there in the middle of the road. He looks something like this. He's still got that baby doll head in his hand, but he's totally bummed, and he's just staring at you, giving you this signal. Behind Art is this Christmas house, and it's all decked out. Look at what I did there. You thought you knew what we were doing, didn't you? You all thought you knew. You're all on the internet. And you're wrong. Take that. So the Christmas lights are just kind of sadly sputtering away, and it's this really kind of sad, depressing scene. But then out of the portal comes two of Art's friends. Vicky Hayes and the little pale girl. And the little pale girl takes the severed head away from Art, and Vicky hands Art a brand new chainsaw. And now he's happy. He's jumping up and down, he's so excited, and then the music starts in. Do you know what that is? It's the Nutcracker suit. And that's what we're doing. We're applying all of these classic Christmas archetypes and putting them in the world of Art the Clown, okay? So these are our Nutcracker characters, our freaky ballerina, our Nutcracker, the Rat King, and they all come out with chainsaws, and now Art is thrilled, And all of a sudden the lights change and it all becomes Happy Christmas, and they fire up those saws and they chase you to the next zone, which is Art's Christmas Tree Farm. Here's the portal for that. We thought you knew what we were doing, and you were wrong. But this is a full-service Christmas tree farm. It's not just the place you get your Christmas tree. They have a motto: we slice them, we chop them, we trim them, we top them. So Art, Vicky, little pale girl, they're cutting bodies open, they're ripping out the intestines to string the tree. Little pale girl's ripping heads off of people to use as the tree topper, and it all coalesces in an amazing Christmas tree display with Art's little helpers helping them along the way. Oh. I'm missing a slide. Okay, I'll tell you what it is. You ever seen Christmas Vacation? Yeah. You know when Chevy Chase, Clark Griswold, tries to plug in the tree? That's what's going to happen to Art. Okay, so the Bates Motel is being transformed into the 12 Sleighs of Christmas. And it's basically like a Christmas party, like a themed Christmas party where everybody dresses up, but it's being crashed by Art the Clown. So we're redecorating the whole Bates Motel. Every door alternates red, green. Vicky is doing some damage to this snow bunny that she stabbed multiple times with multiple different knives. She's taken this dude on the naughty list and cracked his head open like a walnut with a vice. And little pale girl has jammed an icicle into that poor elf dude's eyeball. And she's taken another one and shoved it through the girl's cheek. And then Sienna Shaw makes a cameo. So this is our snow angel version of Sienna. And she has a chainsaw showdown with Art the Clown. And that takes us to our next location, which is Art's Christmas Cafe. Food is a big part of Christmas every year. So we have our maitre d' Art and his two sous chefs that are preparing all the lovely food that you're going to be eating. And in the kitchen and in helping work the restaurant, we have the Christmas ham and the Christmas turkey. One thing I noticed last year, we had all these arts all running around the park, and I know a lot of you guys wanted to get a picture, right? You wanted a picture with Art, but it was like the Pied Piper trying to keep up with him. He was just jetting all over the park. So we're going to do that for you this year. Our Hollywood sign. You can have the decision at that point in the experience where you can get in line and get a picture with Art for your Christmas card, you know? That takes us up to the entrance to War of the Worlds, which is held for the holidays. This is going to be totally UV. This is some of the artwork we're creating. And this is where we bring in snowmen, although they're more like Clockwork Orange snowmen. Like this. And then we come into War of the Worlds proper. You know, that's the thing with Tram, right? This is what? My 21st year doing Horror Nights. 20 years, because you can't really count COVID. I mean, I count it, but you guys can't. And there was one year where we didn't have Tram, so I guess 19 years of Tram. Every year we sit down to design it. We always have to face this reality, okay? There's a base motel, there's a can't move, and there's a plane crash. So we had to figure out why there's a plane crash in this particular concept. So we thought, what if Art had like a World War II flak gun, right? And what if little pale girl is like his spotter, and they're listening real carefully, and they hear, ho, 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 Merry Christmas, and then they just open up on Santa, right? And you hear, oh no! And then it's like, you know, a plane in World War II, big explosion. And then he's also taken out the Polar Express airline that delivers all the presents. He's taken them all out with his flak gun. And we're going to get into Christmas kills. So these are all the different people who live in the town, all being murdered in horrible ways. And then we're going to bring some other Christmas archetypes to life, like Jack Frost and the Snow Queen. And this is a new one. This is called the Christmas Death Angel. So basically we mashed up like the idea of Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol like the ghost of Christmas future with like a Victorian angel. We have the grounded figures. We also have the still walker one as well. Then as we get closer to the end of War of the Worlds, we start encountering all these freaky toys that have escaped from Santa's workshop, like our wind-up monkey and our freaky-looking bear. Still walking Nutcracker. And at the very end of War of the Worlds, there's a big Christmas, chest overflowing with body parts, and Art has his naughty list, and he's checking to see if any of you are on your naughty list. And then once he does, from behind the big toy chest comes these freaky dolls, a male and female version. And then that finally leads us to Art's workshop, which on the outside looks just like Santa's workshop, so it's like, a gingerbread house. But when you get inside, it looks like Art's workshop. And there's all these different departments, there's all these different doors, like dismemberment, decapitation, disembowelment, and that's what they're doing to poor Santa's corpse. Sorry, Santa. And that's Tram. But wait, there's more. How about a special guest? All right, let's give an even louder welcome to Spencer Charles from
What's up, Midsummer Scream? So, it is a horror and a pleasure, John, and for this beautiful Midsummer Scream panel to announce that we, Ice Nine Kills, are creating completely original music for the 2026 Terror Tram starring Art the Clown. Turning all of your favorite Christmas jingles into the most violent, vicious, ink-filled death metal you've ever heard. Are you excited?
Now, for years, a lot of you guys in social media have been like reaching out and going, you should do something with Ice Nine Kills. You should, there's this guy, his name is Spencer Charles. I've known him for years, man. Actually, we're trying to figure this out backstage. Do you remember when we first met Spencer?
First met in person, I definitely
think it was like a video call.
It was a video call, yeah. And it's just such an honor to be up here with this guy. Give it up for this legend. Yeah. I've always been enamored with Halloween Horror Nights, so to get to create something for you guys is incredible. And can't thank you enough.
So like last year, I was talking to Spencer when we were doing all the stuff with Art the Clown and the opening ceremony, and we're like, hey, can we use the song from Terrifier 3 to be part of our opening ceremony? So that was like the baby step, So this year when we started working on Terror Tram, I was like, I know you're on tour and everything. I don't know if you have time, but we're doing this cool thing starring Art the Clown, and it would be great to take like classic Christmas songs, right? Like ones you all know that you've grown up with, and give it the Ice Nine Kills twist.
We've been having some fun with those lyrics, my friend. I can't wait till you hear what we've done to songs like Joy to the World. It's going to be a bloodbath.
Do you remember the first time you ever came to Horror Nights?
First time I came, man, it's been a wild ride. I remember loving Halloween. You did a Halloween 4 house,
yep.
And I actually was lucky enough to. I was working with Dread Central at the time,
yeah,
and I got to interview people on the carpet and talk to Danielle Harris from Halloween 4 and Dwight Little, the director, and also I remember I was on the carpet. And they told me that I was going to interview some people from Halloween and whatnot, and then some guy came up to me. He goes, "Oh, by the way, you're going to interview a Slash." I said, "When?" In about 15 seconds. So I had to get my shit together, and I think Slash liked me. I left a good impression, but for us to follow in Slash's footsteps, I know he's done so many events for you guys and music, so it's an honor to be up there with Slash.
if you had to like, well, first of all, how many of you guys like Ice Nine Kills? If you had to like, I know we talked about this early on. I think a mutual friend, Louis Kovacs,
Yes.
introduced us. Like it was pretty early in your career.
Yeah.
But like, if you had to like describe to the people, like, what is Ice Nine Kills all about? What is the Ice Nine Kills brand? Like, how do you see your place, particularly in horror?
Well, for me, Ice Nine Kills combines two of my favorite things in the world: heavy music, punk rock music, with horror. And it's to me, it's trying to find that perfect bridge between both. And you know, they're so synonymous with one another. They're both counterculture. They're against the grain, and it's just stuff that I've worshipped since I was a little kid. You know, in that theater watching Scream for the first time when I was 11 years old, and getting the goosebumps by hearing, you know, the killer talk about Michael Myers and talk about Jason Voorhees, and it's just always been in my blood, and now we're ready to shed some blood. Halloween Horror Nights, right? Absolutely.
Maybe one more question before. Hey, would you guys like to hear? Yeah. Let me ask Spencer one more question. Like, do you remember what you dressed up as a kid for Halloween?
Pretty funny. I was about maybe 6 or 7 years old when I first saw Halloween, and I became obsessed with the character of Michael Myers. So I got the jumpsuit, I got a Michael Myers mask. I looked in the mirror and I was just like, you know, I'm only like 4 feet tall. So I remember, I was like, Mom, can I borrow your high heels? So I put electric tape around her high heels so it didn't look like, you know, Michael Myers was wearing high heels, Michelle Myers. And I walked around the neighborhood like almost every day in October.
Like not on Halloween? Like,
yeah, not even on Halloween. Because I thought it would be scarier if you look out your window and it's like October 2nd.
Yeah, that would be scarier.
But now in retrospect, you know, I was probably only about 5 feet tall with the high heels. So I don't think anyone was very threatened. Yeah.
Aside from Tram, is there anything you're particularly looking forward to this year for Halloween Horror Nights 2026?
Woo! Well, to me, Hellraiser has always lent itself to this incredible aesthetic. You know, Clive Barker. I don't know what the hell's going on in that guy's head, but he's scary.
I do.
Yeah, you live
I've known him for a while too.
Yeah. But you know, a guy like that, you know, not only created Hellraiser, but also Candyman. Of course, the legendary Tony Todd. Give it up for Tony Todd. So I can't wait to see what you're going to do with that property.
That one is one we've been waiting for a very long time. It's one of our White Whale properties. We're so excited to finally have the rights to do it, working with Clive, and I think it's going to blow everybody's mind.
I can't wait, man.
All right, AV team, we're gonna. It's cool with you guys. Is it all right if you want to hear "Joy to the World"? Do you want to hear "Joy to the World" or what Spencer and Ice Nine Kills has done to "Joy to the World"? You guys sent me this track, and I was like, oh my God. I mean, Tram is going to have the most intense, you know, music score it's ever had in its entire history of existence. But if you're cool, you ready?
You guys want to hear it?
Okay, let's do it.
Joy to the world, now Lord hath come, the death bring down.
looking
That was a lot of fun, man. I always like doing that kind of Cannibal Corpse style vocal pattern and combining, it's the juxtaposition of the happiest time of year with death.
Yeah, it goes. They're doing a whole bunch of tracks for this. It isn't just one track. They're doing Christmas Tree.
Bells?
Carol of the Bells, Nutcracker Suite, Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairies. I mean, it's a lot of music. So I wanted to personally, while I'm up on stage, thank Spencer for being part of this year's event. We're thrilled to have him. Thanks for stopping by, man.
Thank you guys, and thank you guys for telling John and telling Halloween Horror Nights and Universal that you wanted us included, because we couldn't do it without you guys. Thank you so much.